Right, honest to God, I never thought I'd have it in me to host a podcast, but never say never. My first guest in the chair is a local hero. This geezer is the definition of hard graft. He's been on the grind for what I can say over 10 years, from Ironmans to 100-mile ultras. He's ran Dublin Marathon 7 times. He's in for his 8th on Sunday, next Sunday. And you cannot be a fan of him. So, Old Mark Fleming, what's the gig?
How are we?
What's
Great
the
to
story?
be here. Thanks for having me on.
Right,
Looking
Mark,
forward to it.
this should be easy, yeah? Because me and you have a lot in common, right? We
Absolutely.
both love training,
100%.
both done the Hell Week,
Correct.
and we both put up at Adam on a daily basis, yeah?
Damn.
Which is actually
What a man.
gas, right? Because how I actually got introduced to Adam is through you, yeah? Do you
Right.
remember that?
Vaguely.
So
Bring
I,
it back.
I was coming down the Kilbarrack Road on the Troy bike one day, yeah?
Yeah.
And you and Adam came from the road next to the hamburger bar.
Okay.
You pulled up next to me, you had the camera on the bonnet of the car.
Ah, yeah. I remember
And
that
I
now.
was pulled up and I was like, what are you two up to?
On the coast road there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you pulled up and Adam was in the passenger seat and Adam was like, who's this guy? What's the gig? And then a couple of days later, Adam got on to me and he was like, we should do something. And he thought he was going to rinse me for a few bob. And I'd say, he's fucking sick now. What?
Brilliant.
But
Yeah.
look, yeah, Mark, even around then, so I was thinking back onto it, right? And like, I remember when I first seen who you were, yeah?
Yeah.
My brother was up at the Alta
That's right, David.
doing
Sprints.
the sprints with Jerry, yeah?
That's right, yeah,
And
yeah.
he was on to me and he had you on Instagram and he was saying to me, do you know this bloke Mark? And I was like, no, I haven't a clue who he is. You were on holiday in Rio. Yeah.
Ah, Brazil.
And you
The
were
Rio de Janeiro.
throwing one-liners out in Portuguese to these bleeding
Yeah.
locals.
That's right.
And I was like, this is fucking gas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and this was my first interaction with you. But so look, you've Dublin what in next
10
Sunday.
days, yeah. Yeah, looking forward to it now.
How you feel?
Good. Small bit of a niggle on the leg, but it's went out this morning to test it and seems to be alright, so we're definitely on the right path again, you know? Looking forward to it. Feeling good.
I was looking at only just before this. You told me you ran one in 2011.
Yeah.
Because like I went rooting through your Instagram, right,
Okay.
to see your progression through sport.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And another mad thing is, right, you haven't aged in your pictures since 2015.
Go away.
Like at all, I'm not messing. I swear to God, you look the same. You're like Pharrell Williams, like they're not.
Pharrell
It doesn't
Williams.
even look like you're aging.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
But I could only find 2016 401.
Yeah.
So you
that's
done one in
right.
2011.
Yeah. See, back then it wasn't on Instagram,
Yeah.
so there was no real.
How did you get into it at 2011? Like, what were you doing sports wise that you took on Dublin Marathon?
Back then, I remember it was 2011, so I would have been just finished up in college and all that stuff, and I had a lot of energy in my system, a lot of energy. And I remember going out and doing it. Actually, I remember signing up for it. Someone gave me a ticket 3 weeks out from the marathon. No, you hadn't a clue what I was getting myself into. Being honest, so I was like, they're like, you just run, Mark. 42 kilometers. You know, couldn't even imagine what 42 kilometers was.
Yeah.
Now I found out on the day what it was, so I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sound for giving me the heads up on this. You know, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, go out here, the crowd, the buzz. I was like, this is bleeding deadly. I remember coming home that night and I'll just jump around my gaff. When I shouldn't be jumping around, you know what I mean? It should have been broke up. No, I was. But it was just a combination of just chaos.
What time did you do?
I think it was just over 4.5 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
If I
I was
remember
looking,
correctly, yeah.
I was looking at the progression of it and I had to go rooting. And one
Yeah.
in 2017, you done on some bloke Collins name. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
That's right.
So I couldn't find that one, but I did find it
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So you went what? From 401, yeah? 408 the year later. 406. So these were years where you were just had
Exactly.
gone in and having a go.
Yeah,
and hoping for the
exactly.
best.
Yeah, yeah.
No plan, no coach, no
Correct.
man.
Absolutely. And then eventually, my head was wrecked on, because the more I was down, I was like, why am I getting under 4 hours?
Yeah.
And you started looking around, going, seeing clocks, and people had times, and I was like, oh, this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Whereas before I just thought it was, no, get the medal, get to the finish line. That's
And
the
it
way
was
I
all
thought
just
about
like personal perseverance,
it.
through a
Perseverance
race.
to get to that finish line.
Yeah.
Not thinking like, well, no, Mark, there's an objective here.
Yeah.
Back then, it was just like having the fun and just getting stuck in and be like, oh, I done it. Another medal in the bag. On to the next one.
So 2018, yeah, you jumped then. 2019, you go 315.
Right, now we're on the ball.
You
Now-
you training with Jerry at this stage?
Do you know what? I signed up at Jer, was that 2019?
19.
Yes, February 2019. On the track.
Right.
Dave was there.
When
Yeah,
you
brother.
met Davey.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
And we were doing the sprints, Mick Coe and all of us, gangs was up there. And it was great crack. And as time was going on, about 2 months later, still in the sessions. I was getting into it. I was like, right, this is good now. The sprints, the 400 metres, the 800 metres, you know. And then I remember saying, sign up for Dublin again. And I was like, right, lads, I want to get better this time. I want to get sub 4 hour. And I sat down with Jerry and he explained, okay, well, this is what you need to do. This is our target. This is what you want to get in October. I was like, yeah, sub 4 hour. Fast forward, months and months of training. Came to the 1st of October and he texted me. I still have texting my phone to this day. And he goes, right, I'm putting you down for a 3:15 marathon. And I jumped. I was like, what? I was like, Jerry, I rang him straight away. I was like, you're the wrong person. I was like, Jerry, I don't want you to get sub 4 hour here. I was like, there's something not clicking here. Do you know what I mean? I've never got it. He goes, yeah, it's 3:15. So he's like, oh, yeah. So I'm coming from literally 4:01 to try and get 3:15. And I remember the day he said, Mark, at the starting line, he goes, there's no point in you being here. There's no point in you being here if you don't believe in yourself. So I was like, right, me, you, I said, get me on that line. The lace is tied up, and I had to hang off for dear life, just sit on that pace. And I'm not joking, got to the finish line at 3:15.00. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't ride it.
I watched a video of you pulling some steward at the gate after. That's on your Instagram, and you were like, last year, 4:07
Yes.
this year. Don't even know the bloke.
He got tore over.
Yeah.
Tore over. He was in the wrong place at the right time.
Right, so then it gets cancelled then, yeah?
COVID.
2020, 2021.
No, I done a marathon that year, believe it
And
or
I
not.
couldn't find it.
See, it was under
And
the
I
cosh.
thought you would have done the virtual one.
The virtual.
Yeah.
Right, got 3:03.
Right.
And believe it or not,
On your own one.
yeah, but it was 44 kilometres.
Did you do the route?
Up Hout Head.
Up Hout Head.
We
Was
started.
that the one that Jerry ran?
Correct.
Yeah.
Ah,
Up Hout Head,
I'll never
yeah.
get that
So
one.
you went, what, 3:03 and it was a 44k run?
Correct. Over Hout and back down the other side.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
put manners on as well. But and I was 3 minutes off sub 3. I was like, but look, I'm kind of glad I didn't get it because it wasn't, look, the official occasion. You're like, you know, it wasn't on record, whereas I kind of waited for the right moment. No, I didn't plan that, but it happened. You know?
You broke 2:49 is your personal. Is 2:48 or 2:49 now?
2:48.
2:48.
Yeah, don't mind that Strava stuff.
And you're going into Dublin next Sunday.
Yes.
For what?
Trying to get as near as 2:40.
How'd you feel about it?
Good, but it's a place I've never been before.
You've also come along from your half marathons and your 5Ks
Yes.
came on big time. So you
Exactly.
definitely are in a much better position now.
100%.
than
You
what
get
you-
stronger mentally, physically, and you know it's repetition. Just keep turning up, and you know the pain doesn't last forever. You're like, just stay on here now. You know what you have to do, because it's worse. The thought of being defeated in that way is a lot worse. So I don't want to be in that moment. I don't want to be in that position. That's why I need to be ready for it.
So it's what, 3:45 a K?
3:48.
3:48.
Yeah.
You got a game plan?
Yeah. Oh, she's up the sleeve. Don't worry.
Right.
She's up the sleeve.
Yeah, but look, best of luck in that. I'll be in there. Me and Adam will be in there with the
No,
cameras.
I appreciate it. No, it'll be a good. Come here. That's a day we go to war.
Of course.
That's when Dublin is alive.
Yeah. So the Ironmans then.
Yeah.
What's the gig with them? You're taking a break the same as me.
Do you know what happened there? That all started from football.
Alright?
Because football, I played for football teams many years. There's no disrespect to Irish football. I just think it's run the wrong way. And that's being honest. You know, I think they're just in it for the money. Give us your subs, put that into the clubhouse. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what I felt. I'm not saying I'm perfect, far from it. But back then, I used to not miss any training sessions. Just to want to develop, become the best I could. But you're always the sub. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not saying I was Ronaldo, far from it.
I
but-
can relate to you on this, but yeah.
yeah. But I remember I'd never miss a sub, a session, whatever, you know, and always there. Match day. And I got to the point, even match day, I remember going over to the dressing room, tell you where the jerseys were. And I remember the man, he was sick. I went over. Before even the team talked, they were like, sit everyone down. I walked up and got my jersey. He goes, what are you doing? I goes, well, I'm not starting, am I? Never do. Got the number 14 jersey. You know what I mean? And he couldn't say I'm back because he was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So eventually, and I remember that was the day they won the league, and I walked off the pitch, and he was like, where are you going? I goes, I'm not a part of that.
Yeah.
I goes, I didn't sweat for that. That's nothing to
Yeah.
do with me. So that was my click to go into Ironman, because I was like, I want to be doing something to push myself to my limits.
So your first Ironman was Ironman Barcelona, yeah?
Correct, 2015.
How old are you then?
2015.
I was looking at it. I was looking because you had talked about it. 2 hours, 14 minutes in the swim.
Yeah.
That's a mad amount of time to be in the water. I know you've come along a lot of time
Yeah.
since then.
But back then it didn't feel like 2 hours,
No,
40 minutes.
That's
was the
some
norm.
time in the water. When I done it, it was 1 hour and 6, and I felt like I was in the water for ages.
But I
was
wasn't
like,
giving up.
I was like, no, I know you're not going to give up,
Yeah.
but I was just like, get me out of here. This has to be nearly finished.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine what it was like to do 2 hours, 14 minutes. But it
minutes.
was your first experience even doing the 3.8.
Ah, yeah.
Like you done your first 3.8 in the race, yeah.
Exactly.
Your first probably
First Ironman, first triathlon.
But for like what was your most swim distance going into that one?
Ah, Jesus.
Because I was talking
In the sea,
just in the city, yeah. 'Cause
900 metres,
yeah, because when I done my first one, I signed up to Dunleary, and
2017.
I hadn't swam 150 meters in the sea,
Yeah.
and I'm still terrified of the sea. So when I got in, I got through it, and when I got out, I was like, I felt like I was at the like, felt like I had won the Ironman.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Now, I was told, Mark, you're getting into a boxing ring
yeah,
when you're into that water. And I was like, South African fella told me. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And I found out very quickly what he meant.
And then what? So you go to what you do? You do Barcelona. You've done 8 events.
8 full Ironmans, yeah. Sorry, I would have done, let me think now. 5 full and about 7 halves.
Have you lost a love for it?
No,
No,
the hunger's always there.
I have.
Right.
I have. I've lost a love for triathlon just because I just couldn't be as competitive as I wanted in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't get the swimming. Like I've mates who managed to get it, and I know what it looks like to get it, and I knew I wasn't even
But
close to getting that.
what was your best?
What?
Or
Like
full Ironman?
over 9 something.
Like me.
Yeah, but look, I'm still saying like it doesn't matter that the swim was letting me down
I know.
so much. You can relate to that.
Yeah.
Me and you are in the
100%.
same boat with the swimming.
Yeah.
But I have just completely switched to the running now. I'm gonna push this for as long as I can. I'm not saying I won't go back to Ironman.
Yeah.
I might go
But
back.
for now,
I do a half.
I do it tomorrow.
I jump on a half with the lads.
Yeah.
And have a buzz. Do you know what I mean? I do it on a road bike
100%.
for the
Yeah,
crack. But
yeah.
I can't see myself going fully back,
Right.
investing all the time,
All
and
the
the dollar
time,
into
all
it
the
again,
events, sign
and
up the
go.
whole year.
Whereas like the running, you can jump on
You can sign for a race
5Ks.
tomorrow.
Exactly. Do you know
Yeah, exactly.
what I mean?
Game on.
But what else have we got? So early life, Mark.
Yeah.
Ballymun.
What a place.
So you were in Ballymun in the 1993.
What a
And
city.
I was looking at the towers, yeah.
Yeah.
I had 2 cousins that lived in them towers.
Did you?
Yeah. I
Ah,
don't know which one, but I remember being in them as kids. I'd go and see them on a Sunday.
it's like the Irish Chicago.
Yeah, it was like I was looking back at them last night and like some spot. What was that like Ballymun back then, childhood?
Brilliant. It made you as a person.
Yeah.
It did. There was no like.
You palling around like around them towers?
Rob cars, you name it.
Yeah.
No, but it was just great crack, do you know what I mean? But like, it was just, I wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't born in Ballymun.
Yeah.
I moved to Ballymun when I was 5.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's just the sense of community, people, just
No, I have family from there. Like I
Yeah.
have cousins from there.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
People don't see that on the outside.
Yeah.
They're like, it's this, it's that. I'm like, Grant, you have your opinion.
Yeah.
But when you're in there, it's like you're in a bubble. I'm like, I'm not coming out of this bubble.
Yeah. And then so we touched on. Yeah. So like early life, good childhood.
No.
Like right, I know vague bits of your story.
Yeah.
Because I watched the Hell Week, and Adam has obviously given me like
Yeah, of course, yeah.
drips and drabs about you. But like,
I'll be honest with you, it was horrible.
yeah,
Yeah, it was nasty. It was it wasn't the way I wanted to be brought up when I was young. You know, you're with your biological family. You know, family's meant to be, as people say, everything. The ones that don't let you down, the ones you can trust in. But I most certainly didn't experience that.
Yeah.
You know, it was rotten, to be honest. You know, and fast forward to today, what am I now? 37. In a way, I'm kind of glad it happened to me in certain aspects because it makes you the person you are. Because I think life today, people have it a lot easier. I'm not saying it handed them, but I think it's good to be put in the situations of just hardship and, you know, torture. Because I went through that for many years as a very young, fragile age. Like, I mean, from the age of 2.5, straight away, life was just, it wasn't what it was meant to be. You know, you were put in a bad place. You know, you didn't have people. You didn't have any of that. You were just literally, it's hard to describe.
I know. Like, look, I can't relate to that because I've been caught rolled my whole life. Yeah,
Right.
literally. But I know your story from drips and drabs from Adam, and
Yeah, yeah.
I've met everyone and all.
Yeah.
But like, you have obviously used that and completely calloused your mind for what you're doing now. Is everything is hardship that you've went through, pushes
Exactly.
you through any hard spot you're gonna be in.
Yeah,
In any, like, look, we're both addicted to bleed training and sport.
100%.
So that's your outlet, and
Yeah.
that's what you push it all towards.
Exactly. You need it.
Yeah. So like, I have my own little like things I go to get me through some like
Yeah.
hard spots, but yeah, I get it.
It is. It's horrible, like, because, as I said, that and it's hard to trust people from that day on.
Yeah.
Here I am 3 decades later, and you're still that sense of trust, and, you know, who's on your side is still kind of always in the back lingering going, who do you have really?
Yeah.
It's you and your shadow. That's what I found.
So here, the Hell Week. Yeah.
And do you
I
know
think
what?
you got ripped off there. I personally
Yeah.
think they done you hard there. They should have let you go out on your shield there.
Believe it
big
or
time.
not, the director actually rang me the next day and apologised. Because you knew, he's like, because they got such a backlash. I don't know, I just walked
Yeah.
off, like, right, on to the next mission. Do you know what I mean? But apparently they got such a backlash, they said, like knowing yourself, number 7, which is myself, and number 23, Stephen, the two of you didn't put your hand up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you tore off something because it's to suit the TV. Oh, there's 5 people left. We should only have 3. Right,
That's
lads?
what they were doing. They were chopping numbers.
Exactly. They were sick because there was 5 people left of that last mission. And they were going, no, wait, this shouldn't be happening. There shouldn't be 5 left. Why is there still 5 here? Grand. Well, yeah, roll the dice. Right, used to. Gone.
Yeah.
And you're going, like, for what?
Right, I give you a laugh. So, Mick Yo done it before me, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
So, he had told me what the last thing was going to be. It was going to be the earphones.
That's
The
right.
2 days, the yokes.
24 hour surveillance.
White noise in your ears, stress positions, all
Yeah.
that. So, I knew that was coming, yeah? Do you think you would have got through that?
I wanted that part.
Right. So, I knew that was coming, yeah? So,
Yeah.
I'll give you my experience on it. When I done it, I got... Mick had sent me the application form and basically said, don't bottle it, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was listening to David Goggins' audiobook in the taxi, driving around,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
all fueled up. I was like, I'll bleed and stunt.
Ready to go.
So I booked it, got in. Me and Jared done the we done the
Interviews.
fitness test together,
Yeah.
and I knew we'd get it. So we get on, and then we go on. I literally went into that thinking I will be one of the last off here, but then Mick had told me what the last part was going to be.
Right.
So when I realised I wasn't going to be one of the last, I was like, right, fuck, I'll be one
Yeah.
of the first. I might as well get out of here soon as. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, no, 100%. So what happened was I went into that. They took us off the bus by the neck,
That's right.
put us through.
Ah,
Like you know it. So
carnage.
so they put you through the carnage to try and shake
Suitcase
people
out the
early.
window.
Now it was very funny. I seen like you can't even laugh there.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you
You've
just
dogs howling,
yeah,
bangers going
yeah.
off, black cats jumping on
But
fireman
like
backs.
you know the bit where they stand everybody up and they throw the drone up in the air and they
Yes.
do the first intro.
That's right.
So like I remember there was a fella in front of me and he brought a pair of Dre Beats with him, yeah, like headphones, yeah. And I
he's
was like,
awesome.
yeah, man's going through his stuff and he's like, you didn't bring, like I was like, mate, you didn't bring a pair of lean beats, did you? And he puts them on him, has your man army crawling and dancing around. Like so many funny things happened on it, right?
Yeah.
But what happened with me and his gas now was the reason I bottled it, yeah, was they threw a camera on me on the bus, a big RTE high spec camera, and
Right.
I went like a mime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went stage fright, completely bottled it, and I was like, right, I'm not going to be used to this. And then so then fast forward then a little bit into it, he was going around the dressing room when everybody's standing at their
That's
beds.
right, at their beds, yeah.
You know they picked the leaders, yeah?
Yeah,
It was a free for all. Like you know, nobody wants to get in trouble.
exactly.
So like somebody puts down a pair of shoes, somebody whips a pair of shoes if they don't have
That's
their
right,
own
yeah, yeah.
because they don't want the eye on them. Do you know what I
You
mean?
can't do that, no.
So I was looking around and I was like, right, I don't want to be a team leader here and trying to control this mess.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out of here before they try and put that
Yeah,
on me.
yeah.
So I was planning me exit for a good while. And then, you know, they bring you to the beach then. Yeah.
That's right, yeah, the beach.
So we were in the water, crawling around, in and out of
Just
the
getting
water,
you
up and
uncomfortable,
down the
getting you wet.
sand.
Yeah.
And he was like, anybody want to go here? He had asked a few times. And I was already going through it in my head saying, right, I'm out here. I said, he asked us one more time, anybody want to go? I'm going. So he asked and I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Why was that point?
I just said, fuck this, I'm going back to me bleeding cushy life on tap. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there eating cold boiled eggs and all. I bottled it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
When once you bottle it, it was already like I was out of there.
Well, here's one for you. Would you do it again tomorrow?
No.
Right.
I've not you
learned, but see,
I-
you learned, you bottled it, but you learned to laugh from it.
yeah, like I used to always look at them Hell Week shows and think, yeah, I'd be well able for that. But like I had to go over it. I'm not into it. Maybe if you were in the army and that was your
Yeah.
buzz and that was your job, you would push yourself towards like that type of range of stuff. But like
Right.
if you're just doing it for the crack,
But see, in my head,
you got into it though.
yeah,
You were really testing your mind in it.
exactly. But I broke myself down.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was going out before they even, I was sending the application in the course, but I didn't know I was going to get in there or not.
Who
Do you know
sent it to you?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, why? Because I was prepping him for the show in cold water down in Palmarnick.
Right.
Because it's one of his fears was cold water.
Yeah.
And of course he sees me every night out on the beach swimming like a mad thing. He goes, what are you doing? He goes, I need to do that. Mark, put me in the water for 50 minutes, don't let me out of the water. I was like, yeah, no worries, yeah. I'm there in Honolulu having a great time. He's there. I was like, stay in it, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he goes to me, why aren't you doing this? I goes, I thought you had to be famous or something. He goes, no.
Yeah.
He said, get the application in. Straight into the post office. Do you know what I mean? Straight into the post office.
Yeah.
And literally applied for it, and they brought me in, done interviews. But I challenged myself to say, listen, Mark, I brought myself down. You're a piece of shit. You're worth nothing. You're nobody. So when I went in there, no matter what they said to me, I was already going, yeah, no, you're a piece of shit, Mark. I told myself this the past 2 years. I knew myself going in. I was like, say what you want.
Yeah.
I'm already broke down mentally.
Yeah.
But I knew what I was doing to myself. Just breaking it right down. If they say you crawl along that shit up and down 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Yeah, no, brother.
Yeah.
Try to do it 10 times. I just broke myself down to that point. You're nothing.
Yeah.
You're just a bin bag. Grand, yeah, I'm a bin bag.
And then what? Like, you were on it for what? 5 days?
No, 7.
7
It's
days?
actually 8 days.
Yeah.
So we got to the very last. It was going into the last. It was 11 o'clock. The last mission was starting at 12, as you know.
Right.
The 24-hour surveillance. We were took off at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
An hour before the last mission.
The only thing I done was they threw us off a bridge in Blessington.
Right.
That was the only cool thing I got to do.
Right, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that was the only, like, I thought it was going to be like a fear factor thing. You go, you do a bit, you go
Right.
back to the room,
No.
it's all chill. Do you know what I mean? And it was like, no, it
just
wasn't
nuts,
like
and you're
that.
on edge. Like,
Yeah.
I even look back and going, how did like you got 35, 40 minutes sleep a night.
So the sleep thing, right? So what happened was really got me then is they threw us into bed. We had to run us through it for ages, and then they threw us into the bed then.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting there and we were like, right, we'll be out in the morning. I don't know what you said, something about like 5 or so, like 6
exactly,
hours.
yeah, she hadn't a clue, no, watch.
And I was like, right, grand, right, I'll get into a little kip here, I'll get into the bed. I was lying on the bed and contemplating getting into the covers for about 20 minutes. I was just like, will I, won't I? And then I made the move. I said, fuck, I'm getting into the covers. I get in, boom, door comes off the hinges. And he was like, boom, back up, out. And I was like,
you're like,
fuck this. I'm already out here. I was like, when am I going to live?
And you would have known that going into it, wouldn't you?
I knew. Mick put me wide, do you know what I mean? But like, you fall for it. You fall for the whole...
So I knew. I was sitting there on the bed. I remember I was sitting there. Everyone else was in bed. I'm not joking. This is not what I've lied. Everyone was in bed and I was just sitting on my bed up. Because I knew I was just waiting. Come on, come in that door. Come in that door. Bang, up, right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because I knew what was happening. I was like, Mark, don't let yourself go. Because once you get into a little comfort, a little sweet spot, do you know what I mean? Give that chap a glass of wine there. You're gone.
How did you feel after?
Horrible.
Did
you? The worst part was after it.
Right.
I came back to civilization. I didn't know what hit me.
Right.
I remember sitting me around, my ma comes up to me and goes, do you want a cup of tea? And I almost got a fright. I was like, Jesus, why aren't you shouting at me? Cup of tea?
Yeah.
Because for 8 days you're just getting blitzed over. You're nothing. Ripped over. And you go back to this, again, pampered world. I was like, I didn't even want to be back home.
Yeah.
I was in love with it. I was like, do you know what? And it sounds, you're like, oh, geez, your man's bleeding great. It's not that at all. I just felt at ease.
Yeah.
Now watch. You want to know the time? Look up at the sun.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's setting. Right, grand. Must be 8 o'clock, so. There was just no phones, no watch, nothing. And you were just learning about yourself every day.
Yeah.
The worst part was the scratch.
Yeah.
Going through the muck.
So that's where I bottled it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
It was in that scratch. They were running us through it. They were trying to shake the numbers. It was on the sand, in the beach.
It was like cement.
And it doesn't even matter how you don't like. Right, fitness got me in the door there, yeah?
Yeah.
I knew because I was fit. I could spoof the fitness test, do a good interview, and I could get in.
Yeah, of course.
So I knew it got me in the door, but you don't actually have to be mad fit.
No, you don't.
You can, like, once you're making an effort and you keep grinding.
Yeah.
Like, there was a fella in the yoke with us and he was in a jocker crawling along the deck and they were screaming. We were all in a jocker.
Of course.
But he was in a jocker.
Right.
And I was looking at him and I was like, it doesn't matter how fit or strong you are, you just have to be willing to keep going.
And what they want as well, teamwork.
Teamwork.
If you come in first and you think you're God's gift, you're getting shoved right back down.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want a medal, do you? Get down there and help the next person up.
Yeah.
You think you're great, do you? That's what they do. They're not into like, oh jeez, he came first, give him a gold star. The way we're brought up in schools.
Yeah.
They're like, well, start helping the next person. You think you're so good.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I thought you got the wrong end of the stick there.
That's life.
Yeah.
I've been there before. I'm like, right, go again. Who's next?
Yeah. Another thing that impresses me about you is, like, the only reason you wear a wetsuit at Low Rock is because you don't want to get stung by jellyfish.
That's right.
You'd be in the sea, in the skins. I know there's loads of them down there in the skins, but I could never get myself to the where I'm like down, and like I'd love to be down there.
I remember having many
swimming.
chats with you.
Do you know what I mean? And I just couldn't handle the cold weather.
Yeah.
It would just zap me.
Well, here we are. What day is today? October 17th.
You were in the water last night.
Down in Rush. And I remember I was down with my best mate, Stephen Caffrey, and he was wearing the wetsuit, and he's like, Mark, I'm rattling. And I'm in there in the skins, and I'm loving it. I was like, Caffrey, relax your mind, calm down. He goes, I can't. I was like, you're well able. You've been here before, just calm down, I said. It's water. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to bite you. It's just a feeling. and it's going to pass through you. And do you know what it is? It's like a radiator. When I'm in the sea, I was there Saturday, Sunday, last night, whatever. It's a switch. After about 3 minutes, boom. It's like the radiator's turned on in the body. It's like, right, we're grand now. And then I'm just like, I'm off.
Yeah.
I love it, like, because you're away from life. You're out in that ocean, a little dot. You're nothing again. See what I'm doing? I'm just breaking myself back down to reality.
Yeah,
That's what
I'd
I'm
be
doing.
up in the nut.
Huh?
I'd be up in the nut when I'm out there in the cold. Like
But
even
why
out
is
there
that?
swimming, I don't know what it is. I've watched every shark documentary there is,
But there's something
and I
in your
can't
head.
shake the images from my head. Like every time I do them Ironman races, I'm not messing, Mark. It's a borderline panic attack. I swear to God, the last one I done was the World Triathlon event in Ibiza. Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that the last one I done? It wasn't the very last one, but
You were thinking of sharks.
it was the last big one. Oh, Mark, I'm not messing. We swam out around an island in Ibiza, yeah? And when you got to the back of the island, it was just deep blue ocean. And I was looking, and I was like, oh
You
my
could see
God,
everything.
I couldn't see anything other than blue. But I was envisioning something just taking me apart,
Yum.
and I was like, I'm gonna die. And for about, I'm not
great.
messing, 40 minutes straight, I was like, the neck was getting caught in the suit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just had to keep calm and get through it. Once you get through it and you get back to land, it's just like you don't even care about the race at that stage. You're just like, thank God.
That's mad.
I can't relax out there.
Really?
I've never been able to relax out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, to me, again, we're all
I
different.
would love to be able to get my head to that place.
Yeah. It's like
I
a
would
second home.
Yeah, I never could. And I always looked at you and I was like, he's out there fucking cruising,
Yeah.
singing tunes.
Ah.
And I'm up in the nut.
Giving it socks. Once I have the orange hat on in case something does happen, we're safe.
Yeah,
But it's a beautiful place to be. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Like, another thing, you're coaching, yeah?
Yeah.
You're a serious inspiration to anybody. Like, you are constantly grafting. Whether times go your way or not, you're always on it.
Well, you have to be.
You're always motivational. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Your Instagram is always like your stories are always like you're always getting after, always on it. You're not always on a great buzz, but you're always about, look, stick to the grind, get it done.
Exactly. And you have to, because, and again, I learned that from an early age, because it doesn't matter how talented or untalented you are, if you work hard and keep at it, it's amazing where the brain can go. If you just keep feeding that mind, keep feeding that body. And you realise if you do it more on your own, you'll get better in time as well.
Yeah.
You know, not being spoon fed. You know, just keep believing in yourself, because at the end of the day, you come into the world on your own and you leave the world on your own. So you're in the middle, where we are right now. You have to use that with yourself. That's what I keep doing.
Yeah.
Just keep churning. You know, because races come and go, and you know the happy days and the parade. But like you said, when you're out doing yourself, I've seen it many times. Dark nights. That's when you find out who you are, really and truly. So I love it, and you can help that to other people that are starting off, that have nothing, or they're kind of not feeling, oh, that's not for me. Well, how do you know?
Yeah.
You haven't tried it yet. I didn't know before. You didn't know before.
Yeah.
And here we are today. Still haven't made it yet, but I'll keep going. Like, what is making it? Where it is the top?
Yeah, look, I don't like you're always gonna be chasing.
Oh, we're greedy.
Not
but
even
that's,
always chasing a number, but like
yeah,
you're always gonna be trying to just progress yourself.
of course, yeah, and that's
in
healthy.
fitness. Yeah.
But the older you get, you realise, going, what am I chasing? And it's just, but it's a great feeling, because you're like, there's something you're chasing, but you can't quite put your mind in it. Do you know what I mean?
I had that the other day. I was burnt out. I was after doing 6 weeks of hard, probably
That's
longer,
right.
8 weeks of graft.
Yeah.
2 races inside, 3 races inside 5 weeks, and you're just maxing out.
Yeah.
And then it's like I wasn't pure burnout, but I could feel myself. The energy levels wasn't up, the motivation wasn't up,
Right.
and I was going out one of the days, and I was like, right, what's the buzz here? Like, how long am I going to keep banging out this? Like, you're trying to live a life as a professional athlete while just maintaining like
Exactly.
a normal civilian
Yeah,
lifestyle.
I know, yeah.
And it's
Now,
like,
would you have done that 2 or 3 years ago?
what?
What you just said there, as in, you realised, I'm burning out here. Or would you
I've
kept
had,
going?
now looking back on it now, I went through loads of stages of that, but you never really take stock.
Yeah,
You just keep going. You just keep
Exactly.
going to the swimming pool, going to the turbo in the shed,
correct.
going out running.
Yeah. So there you go, you brought that in already.
Like, you keep showing up.
Yeah.
You can't switch it off. You
No.
can't switch it off. I know
Yeah, right.
exactly what you go through.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not going anywhere. Do you know what I
You
mean?
just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. Well, your body's telling you, like you said, it's telling you to slow down, take it easy,
You
know,
have to.
recharge. But
Yeah.
up here, you're like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
It's like a woodpecker, just constantly bouncing off that tree.
You've changed a few things this year. You start doing rehab and
Yes.
strength and conditioning.
Made a big difference,
Yeah.
and it's something I never believed in.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I used to, even sometimes still, I'm going, bleed, strength and condition. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Head is be wrecked.
Another thing I would be looking at. So, like, how much craft are you doing around? Have you got a crew that you're going in doing marathon specific work with?
Well, I have a coach.
Yeah.
So I'm still with you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Right, so Jer.
Yeah.
Jer's a geezer.
100%. What a man.
Yeah, no, he's
Just
a
keeps
geezer.
plugging the programs at me, so I just stick to the process.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. It's embedded in me now.
Yeah.
So we're doing it years.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously I've added in, like you said, the strength and condition. Something I wouldn't have thought before, but now I realise when you actually just give it time,
No,
like
you
anything
do,
in life.
You do. It stops the injuries coming on.
It does.
Big time.
But does make it give that bit more of a spring.
Yeah, big time.
Do you know what I mean? You're like a ballet dancer
Yeah.
bouncing around that track.
Yeah.
Little things like that work. And then the rehab.
Yeah.
You know, when you're getting those muscle fibres broken down. Again, I wouldn't have even done it before. I don't need that. Sure. I'm only early 30s. I'm only young for it.
No,
Then you
need to
realise
be on that. Yeah.
like, you're not a machine.
Yeah.
The body needs rehab, a bit of TLC. Oh, no, speed sessions. I'm just flat at my own.
Yeah. So,
Up in the Alsa.
so where I was getting at with it is like, right,
Yeah.
like a few things you took on this year that I was looking at what you done is you got into the rehab. What brought me on massively,
Yeah.
and like, look, right, I just stepped into the marathon scene
Right.
last year.
That's right. Yeah, following that.
Was-
Yeah.
What took me, like, when I started training with them lads in the park, and you're running with a crew, when everybody's going down the same paces and the same times, like, if you have a look at any of them big training groups away and any of them big superstars,
Yeah.
Clayton Young, all them, like, they're in a group. Do you know what I mean? There's mad power
Hugh Armstrong.
in numbers. Yeah, like Hugh does a lot of training by himself.
Yeah.
But if you have a look at the likes, if you look at any of them Kenyans or any of them big gangs of Africans,
Yeah.
they're all out training in big groups. You can get more out of yourself training with a big group. Like if you had a marathon crew at your pace, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
do.
240. 240 is a good enough time
But-
that like you will get.
There's more to come.
No, I know, but you will be able to get a group of people around you that are all looking for that goal. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And that's what brought me on.
Right.
Like when I was training with Ian and training with Wayne,
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a lot out of myself from just
Really?
falling in there and learning pacing through the lads.
Right. Okay.
So
Well,
like
there
if
you
you
go.
haven't tried that yet, group big runs, it's
Just
definitely
constantly at
something to
it.
get into.
Yeah. No, I think I will because, as I said, I might just focus more on the run.
Like there's a few years around there. Who else out of the career are going for 240 next?
Anthony Brady.
Brady.
I think Jerry's trying to go himself,
Yeah,
and I think that's it at the 240.
yeah,
You know, a few trying to go. I think there's a few trying to get sub 3, and then a lot of others are kind of just getting into it.
yeah,
You know, so they're trying to get sub 4, sub 330, whatever. Everyone has their own goal.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we all get the mail like a home at night and reevaluate it.
There'll be enough like with that 240. I think there is a 240 balloon, is there?
I don't know,
No?
but I'm just focused. I know what I need to do to get it. Do you know what I mean? So balloon or no balloon, I'll just be like,
Go out with the
right,
lads.
that thing's getting burst.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The 5k recently.
Yeah. Again, what you just, and it's actually a nice way you turned that in there, done it on my own.
Yeah.
It was there to be done 2 weeks ago, you know, and it was down for 5k time trial. Mentally, was I ready for it? I don't know, because again, I couldn't break sub 17.
Yeah.
Been in around the 17 after the past 2.5 years. You know, I'm like, here we go again, another bleeding poxy 5k. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't know where I was going to take it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I switched on. Day off work, vapes on, nutrition was right, rest was right, running track. I changed it all up. Do you know what I mean? And there's done me nice 2-3k warm up, and then it was like 3-2-1, boom. Right, lads, we're going to war. Just sit on that pace and do not move.
Yeah.
You know, I just had to sit in it. Just grind through it. Chris and Paddy. Yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah, you're right. You know, that was in the back of your head as well, because 2 close people died, you know, close to me, like my best mate's mother died, Trish, you know, and then my brother Paddy died, you know, literally on the same day.
Heavy.
Do you know what I mean? Then you do a 5k time trial in the middle of all that 2 weeks later. So, like, mentally you weren't 100% there, but on the other side you were like, you know, you had them in the back of your head going, do not let them down. You know, just don't let them down. So I just kept going and going, just sitting that pace. But I was taking them while doing it, do you know what I mean? And that's kind of spurred you on. And I remember getting to about 3.5k. It was like getting to I've never been to Mount Everest, do you know what I mean? But I just remember it was like getting to the top of Mount Everest, like, right, lads, we're over the hump. It's downwards now.
Yeah.
As in, you're bringing it home.
And it was on a track. It was a good, honest effort.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I've done fast 5Ks recently and they do give you a bit.
Yeah,
But on a track, that's
100%.
proper honest.
Saturday afternoon, there was a wedding on over in the house. The place was hopping. There's me
Yeah.
bouncing around the place. It was great, you know, but that's in the past now. Now it's where we are today, you
Yeah.
know. Now it's trying to get sub 16.
Yeah, you will. You just keep
You know what I
grafting
mean?
away.
Well, like yourself, you're going for what? Sub
don't know.
15.
Sub 15, done it.
You've already done it.
Yeah. I like the sound of, I like the look. Not that I like the look of look. Sub 30 for 10k is a
Right.
very. It's a different. You know what I mean?
Jesus. Yeah, that'd be
sub
savage.
15 has been done. It's like a lot of people have done
Yeah.
it. It's not. I'm telling you, like you can get there. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Sub 30 for 10k is a different kettle
Is
of
it?
fish. So I will size that up. Don't know when.
You'd
or
be well
something like
capable.
that. Look,
Well
it's graft
capable.
either way. It's graft either way. We're
Yeah,
going to be
100%.
training regardless.
It's double the amount of
The
the
most
5K.
important thing, what I've learned off the lads, is like you just need to stay injury free. If you can stay injury free, you can plan stuff. If you don't,
Yeah. And
and
that's
that's
the
why
thing.
you need to listen to the body. I've started training with the Dublin Track Club, yeah,
Yeah.
and there's professional runners up there. Like that's their job.
Jesus.
So I've been able to watch them and really learn from them.
Right.
How they go about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've said it loads of times. I've had little sound bites. I've said there's no magic going on, and they just do this and this. But I'm telling you, like they take it serious. Yeah, they do their
There's no
easy stuff
messing.
easy.
Oh,
I'm
really?
telling you, their easy running is I'm not. They don't even care about pace. It's all based on a feel thing. And
Are
I'm
you
like, what
serious?
pace do we need to go? And they're like, just go out and figure it out. Like 5 minute. Like I'm telling you, we went out the other day and done 5 minute pace. Me and a Irish record holder,
For how long?
Coskin, we done an hour.
Just 5-minute pace.
5 minute pace. And I was like to the lads, are we getting something out of this? And they were
But
like,
it's an objective.
and they were like, 100%. This is what you do. This is easy run. You want to be able for sessions, and outside of that, it's jog easy. And then on the sessions, then it's like they're grafting. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they're going at
It's
it.
graft.
Like greyhounds and
And
Shelbourne
threshold
Park.
is threshold. Like going above your threshold, there's fuck all to be gained. Do you know what I mean? You
Right.
either hit your threshold or you don't. You're
Yeah.
not getting anything else by going over it. If your threshold is 430s and you're running 415s thinking you're an animal, you're not hitting the session. You're not training smart. You're not
Yeah.
getting the most out of
Yeah, of
yourself
course.
that you could do. Like all them things I've been learning. Because I was going up, chasing the lads in front of me, trying to go a little bit quicker, too fast for my own good, and not actually hitting the number.
And the failing bring you back. Did he cop that?
Yeah, loads of times.
He was like, did he
Loads
cop
of
that
times.
straight away?
Yeah.
He was like,
And
right.
he'd pull you like he knows by looking at you. Like the other day, I done a session. It was meant to be 5 by a mile. Like it was 4 in, and he just looked at me and goes, "You're done, see you later." And I was like, "Wow." You think like you're like, I left one on the table there. He's like, "You're done. That's your session done. See you later."
Why?
He just knows when you're done. He knows when you've got enough. You could do another one,
But he said,
but the risk to reward is not there. You know what I mean? You've
Ah,
done your
right.
graft. You've got enough.
Yeah.
Get dressed and fucking get ready for the kill now. Do you know what I mean?
and you wouldn't be used to that.
No, I'm used to it now, but like, yeah, no, I'm used to it now.
Yeah, of course,
I
yeah.
do
Because
what
it's
I'm
embedded in
told-
you.
I do
But
what I'm
before,
told
you'd be
now.
like, you probably would have told him right to go.
No, yeah.
No,
like,
but not now. But
yeah.
back then, you'd be like,
like
saying?
just looking at the way I trained the whole way coming into like a lot of throwing muck at the wall hoping it would stick.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? These lads are like years and years of like proper training sessions. Like when you even listen to them talking about training sessions, how they break down like what they think is like that. Like I was asking the lads the other day, their best sessions.
Right.
They're doing like a kilometre. They do like one of them was talking about a 2k effort where they're going like 68 for 400 into a 64, 68, 64,
Right.
68. When you actually understand what pace that is, it's serious going.
So it's really measured.
They're tuned animals.
Jesus.
And like they understand it, they know
Yeah.
athletics. I've learning so much of them.
And that's priceless.
Yeah, no, it is.
Do you know what I mean? That is priceless.
It's absolutely top of the range.
And that's where we all need to get to, you know?
Yeah,
Like, we all think we're going somewhere, but like what you're doing, you kind of really scale it in and narrow it down. You're kind of going, right, now I can see the path I need to go to get to where I need to be,
yeah.
you know? And you're really doing that.
So after Dublin, what are you gonna do?
That's and like you made a good point there. I suppose the question is, do I go back to the same routine? Thankfully, gone back to doing Ironmans, which I've been doing. So I usually go Dublin Marathon, then it's back into Ironman November. Right, grind May full Ironman. Where is it? Do you know what I mean? Up the Himalayas. You know, it could be anywhere.
Yeah,
Whereas this year, I think I might just stick to running and see where it takes me, because I'm enjoying it. I'm getting something out of it.
yeah,
You know, you're not just going to Ironman, right, there's your €600, right, there's your medal, mate, good luck. Back
Yeah.
on there, Lingus. See you next year. You know what I mean? There's no real purpose, objective. Your head will be wrecked.
yeah,
You know, you want to be getting at it. Of course, when you keep doing Ironman, you'll get better, I get it. But it's, like you said, it's just this cons and cons. Whereas the run, you're kind of going, right, something might be happening here.
yeah.
So why not fulfill that and keep at it and see where it takes me?
Lads only. If you can't do sub 15, you won't do anything decent. But that's just like, do you know what I mean?
It's
They
like
threw-
Ransel, it's
yeah.
just written on the tin.
Yeah, they threw it out there at me. But right, so Iron Man lands are right, you mark, yeah. I seen it in action. I went over to support Dan and
I
Jer.
remember that.
I was over there.
Yeah.
And I watched it in action. It was the year of COVID. So there was nobody. I think it was like third of the numbers that show up for it. There
Wow.
was nobody there.
Scarce.
It was a deserted place. Like there was
Rotten.
it wasn't no tourism around.
No.
And it was I remember there was no people even clapping or shouting at people.
Serious.
It was just like people were out there surviving on
Probably
the day.
locals.
It was relentless looking.
Yeah.
I cycled up around there. Me and my missus
easy,
went up on the
I'll go
bikes
for
and went up and had a look, and it's fucking just a bleeding volcano
It's
field.
like Mars,
Yeah, it's exactly, that's what I thought of. It's
Yeah.
like Mars.
isn't it?
You've done it,
3 times.
right?
Yeah. Love it.
You the
And again, back then it wasn't about time. It was just because I knew, I was like, right lads, like this is a day of war, a day of grind. And you've been there before yourself. We all have.
Yeah,
But that's why and people kept saying, why'd you keep going back to Lanzarote full? I was like, it's just because it just doesn't. It's relentless.
yeah,
From the minute you get in the war, boom, it's chaos. On the bike, 180k, you're going up the Sugarloaf times 10, places on wheels.
Yeah.
You're just all over the place. It's carnage.
yeah,
And then the run up and back to the airport 3 times. Part of that Carmen is
yeah,
is ripping up.
yeah,
So it was just it's a relentless course. There's no hiding. There really isn't, and that's what I loved about it. Do you know, when you're going up the hill, it's just drag. You're going down the hill, it's just the wind belting off you. It's like that storm of Florida times 10.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? The place is just it's a unforgiving course, and I can get that. But that's why I kept going back.
yeah,
You know, was I going to get PBs? No, clearly, because you're going up and down like a mad thing. You know, it's not a flat Barcelona. But that's what I kept doing. I just kept grinding and grinding. You know, it's just, yeah.
So Ironmans, you got into them. You done your first one, 2014, Barcelona. I was looking at it, seeing the finish that picture of you.
That's right.
But Adza filled me in that you done this on a mountain bike.
Yeah, that's right. My first ever one. Yeah, brought it over, put it in a cardboard box. I went down to Duffy's
In
bike
the
shop
Omni?
in the Omni.
Yeah.
I said, "Here, will you wrap that up with it?" He goes,
I bought a joint mountain bike out there. Yeah.
"There you go."
Yeah.
Do you know, and they're still going to this day up there, Duffy's.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And bought the bike box. It was like a cardboard box off
Yeah.
a new bike. I goes, "Yeah, grand, give us that bit of duct tape, wrap that thing straight into the hold. Air Lingus, let's go." Pair of Astro boots. Do you know what I mean? Normal watch, but the watch didn't have the distance.
Yeah.
So I remember asking some board, I think she was from China. I goes, "Here, love, what distance we actually got? 90k." I was like, 90k, another 90 left. I was like, "Oh, my head's wrecked." Do you know what I mean? Splitting down in Barcelona, up and down like a mad thing. It was carnage, but it was your first one. You didn't have a clue what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the cut off. I think I done it in 15 hours, 12 minutes.
15, right.
15,
yeah,
12, 48.
I have all of them here actually.
Yeah. They were.
15, 12, yeah.
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 It was some race. It was just. And I remember actually the run and all, like, I think it was about 25k into the run. It was dark. Again, you're going out and back to some spot. It was just like all gravel
I
and
know
all.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Kalele.
Out to that lamppost. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a Coca-Cola truck, and your man was like, Miguel. I was like, "Oh, all right, bro." He goes, "You want Coke?" I was like, "Yeah, give us that." So I was I had to pull in, up on the Coke truck, knocking a glass bottle of Coke in, back down, had to go to the jacks, fell into the jacks, shite everywhere. Place round, falling asleep, smashing all bins and all. I'm telling you,
I know.
falling asleep. My mate and my best Carver was there. He was like, "Man, will you wake up?" What? I didn't know what was going on. Got to the finish line, broke down crying. It was just a roller coaster. And then people go, "Why would you go back?" It's like, that's why.
Yeah.
Because I shit myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just brilliant.
So Marco, do you remember when Ironman Cork was on? Me and Dan were doing Ironman. I was doing Ironman Cork.
Yes.
You were doing a 100-mile run that day. 2 days
That weekend.
before.
It was the same. No,
I had you,
the Saturday and the Sunday.
Yeah, I had you on the video phone,
That's right.
and you were at the getting lost.
Yeah.
So the 100-miler.
Yeah. Ended up being 112 mile.
Yeah, I know.
It was a storm that weekend down in Kerry. You were next door in Cork.
Yeah.
More, Rebel County. And we went down there, and it was the race on the Saturday, started at 6 a.m. Adam was there as well, recording. It was just, the 48 of us done it. We got a Garda escort out of town for 2k, and the Garda cars went, "Right lads, I'm off." And we were just let go ourselves. Now, it was literally chalk and the odd sign on a lamppost with
Yeah.
arrows, but they all blew off, and the chalk was gone off the ground because of the storm.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Where am I going?" Ryan Jer, my coach, I think it was 42k into it. I was like, "Jer, I'm lost." He goes, "Smack, what do you want me to do about it?"
Yeah.
It's like, "I'm in Dublin." I say, "I know, but like, we've trained for this. This is the race.
Yeah.
Jer, what do I do?" We go, so I had to pull a van in. He brought me back to somewhere, threw me out in the middle of the road. he goes, "This'll do you. Come on, you be grand." I was like, "Yeah, found by."
Yeah.
I just didn't know what I was doing. And then I saw some walker with his dog. He goes, "Oh, I saw people run down that road." So I got back on track eventually. It was just carnage. And that was an honest race as well.
Was that your toughest event? Was it?
Yeah, it probably was.
Was it?
Like I was, like I'm not joking, 85k. I remember I was on. It was like our version of the M50, the M1, whatever you want to call it. And the guy was on my knees, and I was crawling like a dog in heat. I was crawling on the road just to rest my legs.
Yeah.
I remember it. Tears coming in my eyes. I was broke. I was like, I knew I had 15k left, so I got back up, started running again. Do you know what I mean? Had my own, the chargers for your phone with the wires and all. That was gone. Everything was gone. My head was gone. It was carnage. And I remember it and I got going again. Then I saw Adam and Carefully You again. That gave me a bit of a buzz. You have 10k left, so I started sprinting, doing 4:30 paces. Stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't think I did. I ended up, there was more left, wasn't there? There was actually more. It was chaos. So, but I done it 15 hours. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking played you.
Yeah, I was deadly. But again, it's just the grind.
Two of them things I would like to do. But I remember when I seen Lanzarote in action, I says, I won't hang up Ironman until I do it.
Yeah.
So I've said that. And then 100-mile ultra, I can. Oh no, do you do 100 miles?
Yeah. But come here.
100k.
But I've learned. I done one, but I won't do it again now
Yeah.
until I'm in. Please God, I'm alive into my late 40s.
Yeah, save for retirement.
Exactly. Save the legs because it's a lot in the
100 miles
body.
no bleeding.
You're just breaking.
Right, Mark. Look, that was a belter.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being my first
Pleasure
guest
to be
on
here.
this.
No problem.
And best of luck in Dublin
And yeah, best of luck with the podcast.
next Sunday, bro.
Enjoy it. Thank
No
you very
bother.
much. Appreciate it.